I'm not ready for a serious relationship. I'm not looking for a serious relationship right now. I'm not ready for marriage. I'm not ready for kids. Let's clarify those sayings from the point of a victim mentality and from the point of an adult emotional intelligence, shall we? Okay, look, whenever I hear something like, I'm not looking for something serious, I'm just looking to have fun, I'm not ready for any kind of relationship right now, but I actually want something monogamous. And I'm ready to have sex and explore my sexuality, but I'm not ready to have kids. I understand that in nowadays society is very popular to have a relationship like that, which is like a situationship, sort of, right? And not to take any kind of responsibility for the other people or for a relationship in general, not to work on relationship. It looks like you go to a party, you party, and then you go home, right? And I'm not judgmental here. I just want to share some kind of values I'm inheriting from my society and my traditions, my ancient traditions I've been inheriting in my life. So from the immature or victim mentality, of course, we all had childhood, and of course, most of the time when people say they're child-free or they don't want to have kids or they don't want to have a serious relationship or they're not looking for marriage, most of the time it clarifies that their parents fucked up with their marriage, got divorced, were blaming each other, were fighting a lot, were abusing each other, or one of the parts, like a father was abusing the mother, or mother was abusing the father. The child grew up in an atmosphere of a very toxic parenthood, and of course, he remembered that, or she remembered that, and when they grew up, they realized that they don't want to repeat that, because the only thing they know about family is that it's fucking toxicity. Let's dive deep into the subject. First, many people we know, famous people, had a toxic family. And many people we know who are very much good inventors, or very good actors, or very good singers, or very good scientists, or whoever, and they created families and they created beautiful children. It happened not because they didn't have a toxic family, but because they took care of their emotional health. So they saw a therapist, they clarified the feelings, they separated their feelings towards the family, and created a healthy relationship. For me, for example, when I hear that someone is not looking for a serious relationship right now, or when people are in a relationship and living together for like many years, doing all the things that people in marriage would do to each other, and they say, no, we are not in a marriage, we don't going to get married, we don't believe in an institute of marriage, no, we just date each other by living together. So we're just boyfriend and girlfriend, like 50 years boyfriend and girlfriend, 60 years boyfriend and girlfriend, no commitment, no responsibility, no shared property, nothing. Or like people have sex every day without using condoms or without using any kind of contraception, and they say we don't want to have kids. No. We're child-free, or we don't like to have kids right now. No, but we have sex. For me, this sounds like I'm driving a car, I'm in the car, I'm pressing the gas, I'm full tank, my partner sits next to me, we're driving this car, but at some moment I say, no, I'm not ready to drive this car. But we are already on the highway, we're already driving. Somehow it just came to my mind that I'm not ready to drive that car. The thing is, you have to understand that if you are in a relationship, if you are living together, if you are having sex, you are already ready for what you're experiencing right now. It's just the past experience, the unresolved traumas, the missing therapists is preventing you from enjoying what you're actually in. Instead of creating an infantile society, I advise you to hear another story. Look, in our ancient tribes and ancient societies, men and women went through initiations. Men had their own initiations, and women had their own. Some societies and religions still have those initiations. They're a little bit transformed, like in Judaism, it's bar mitzvah and bat mitzvah, right? So The idea of those initiation is to become from a small child, from a boy and a girl, to become a man and a woman. In those initiations, men were supposed to show their best, to go through some obstacles. Like maybe you saw Vikings and you remember like Bjorn went up to the mountains and he was fighting a bear and he was surviving in the cold winter, alone in the forest. This was his initiation, by the way. In different societies, it wasn't different. Like even in my society, it was the same. So in those initiations or mysteries, men and women inherited the wisdom and inherited the values of who they actually are and what is their, let's say, purpose and how they can be beneficial to each other. So after those initiations, a man and a woman were able to create a union, to create legacy, to create dynasty, to preserve their genetics, their genes, and to give it further. So nowadays we don't have those initiations. In some tribes it still exists. In our very much mind-oriented society, it doesn't exist. Things have changed, but bodies haven't. Let me give you an initiation. I hope this will change your life today. Now I'm going to give you a little bit of initiation. My dear man, every time you enter a woman's body, a woman's vagina, with your strong and handsome penis, it's most likely you can become the father. My dear woman, every time you spread your legs and you let your beautiful vagina open and receive the man's strong and handsome penis, it's most likely you can become a mother. It's as simple as that. And that will give you more responsibility, and next time you will choose wisely. So in a mature emotional intelligence, you definitely understand all of the things that I just said. Also, of course, you worked on your past traumas of your past relationship and also the traumas which are related to your parents and their unsuccessful, maybe, marriage. And of course, you know that you are going to create your own union. And you know why. You know your values, you know the values of a man or a woman next to you. You do understand what a relationship is about for you. No one is supposed to heal you from your past traumas in a relationship. This is the job of your therapist. A relationship is about a great mystery of life where two people create a sacred union. If you want to know more about sacred union or beautiful relationship based on emotional intelligence and maturity, follow me and let me know what you think about this information here in the comments. Bye-bye.